Today's games are being streamed online by the NFHS Network and the attempt to broadcast and transmit footage of the championships, including through social media streaming, without the express written consent of the NFHS or the New York State High School Athletic Association. Strictly prohibited. Carrying the property policies grounds for removal from the event. Don't forget to pick up today's championship program, where we have a sports trivia contest and a prize for the winner, the first person to answer the trivia questions correctly will win a souvenir from our championship vendor, Mr. CP Sportswear, on the concourse to learn more. Spalding, proud to be the official ball of the New York Public High School Athletic Association Boys Basketball Championship games with a wide variety of products for every level. Spalding has the right ball for you. Visit www.spalding.com for more details. Spalding, true to the game. Starting lineups your way, just under 2 minutes.
I'm going to go up at the 1 minute mark. There's no. From the Floyd L. Maines Veterans Memorial Arena in Binghamton, New York, the NFHS Network presents boys high school basketball. It's the Class A semifinals, as today in the second half of this Class A semifinal, it's the Poughkeepsie Pioneers with a record of 23-3, taking on the Manhasset Indians with a record of 21-3. Hello everybody, I'm Dean Perry with Sweetman, and we're ready for the second half of the doubleheader. Should be an interesting matchup. Last week I saw Poughkeepsie, and they had some size and can shoot, and they had to claw their way back against Johnson City.
Yeah, just reading a few notes on the Poughkeepsie men's basketball team. We have a few players here to make it a good day for the Pioneers. We got Devontae Thomas, very versatile player, number 34. You'll see checking in. He can take it off from the wing, get to the lane, and he can shoot the three ball. A couple others to watch out for is Niall Goins and Jaquan Pearson.
And for Manhasset, it's been a while. For first Final Four since 1986.
Yeah, so we're going to see them. They're finally bounced into the 21st century here in contention to play some basketball. Both squads have 10 seniors, just to mention, but we're going to see a lot of continuity with this Manhasset team as they've used the same lineup the past 3 seasons.
Yeah, we talked before we went on that both teams are very senior-laden, so this could be their last runs for each team for a little while.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting run, though, between both squads. We're in for a great competition today.
All right, we'll have the crossover starting lineups, but I'll read down. I'll let the PA announcers do the starting lineups.
For Poughkeepsie, senior, 6'4", number 32, Niall Goins. For the Indians, senior, 6', number 4, Chris Dallas. For Poughkeepsie, senior, 6'3", number 4, Tramell Reeves. For Manhasset, senior, 6', number 10, Louis Mercado. For Poughkeepsie, 6'4", senior, number 34, Devontae Thompson. For Manhasset, senior, 6'2", number 22, Thomas Santella. For Poughkeepsie, senior, 6'2", number 23, Jaquan Pearson. And for Manhasset, 6'2", senior, number 30, John Estando. Coaches for Poughkeepsie, Cody Moffitt, and for Manhasset.
All right, so Poughkeepsie starters, Carter, Reeves, Pearson, Goins, and Thomas. The head coach is Cody Moffitt. And for Manhasset, the starters Locerdo, Themelis, Perfetto, Santella, and Nastando. The head coach is George Bruns.
Should be in for a very good matchup today, especially defensively by Poughkeepsie. They pride themselves on their defense. Probably going to be looking to hold this Manhasset team to under 50 points.
Winner will take on Mendon, who won the earlier game against Troy. And that'll be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Mendon was very impressive in the earlier game.
Yes, Cook went off for 40-plus points. Looked like a very, very good ball player. Terror here in the Veterans Memorial Arena.
All right, Manhasset will be in white, and Poughkeepsie will be in blue. As we get ready to jump it up. We'll have 2 more games after this. It'll be Class AA. Niagara Falls against West Genesee. And then the nightcap will be Kingston against Brentwood.
Gotta love this time of year.
Yes. 7 games tomorrow, so you want basketball. Tomorrow's actually more games than today.
Yes. I'm sure we're going to be in for even more fans come tomorrow, as some fans got to see their teams, win today.
And it's a Saturday as well tomorrow, which helps. Looks like it'll be Santella and Pearson on the jump. And here's the tip. Poughkeepsie wins it. Low post. Shot falls right in for Pearson.
Yeah, nice little turnaround jumper. They made that happen very quick.
Screen set. Oh, nice running layup there. By number 10, Perfetto.
He took that very strong to the lane. Thought he might have got blocked, but he used his body great in there.
Tied it 2 early on. Dump inside Pearson, low post, but he finds a cutter. And shot's no good. Offensive board by Poughkeepsie, put in there by Reeves.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie looks to have some size, of course, on this Manhasset ball club. Might have a bunch of offensive rebound and second chance opportunities today.
Locerdo gives it up. Drive off the glass and rattles in for Santella.
He's a lefty, uses his body well. He's very crafty right there to get to the rim.
So both teams executing on offense. 3-pointer off the mark. Taken there by Goins. He had a very good game against Johnson City, especially in the fourth quarter. He had 14 points in that win against Johnson City in that fourth quarter. Aaron pass, heaved out of bounds on the attempted save there by Themelis.
Yeah, Perfetto looks like he lost his footing a little bit right there on the pass. Couldn't actually complete a clean one to the corner.
Three-pointer on the way by Thomas. Ooh, rattles out. Offensive rebound and tipped around and falls in. Goins.
Yeah, a couple opportunities. Once again, this big-sized Poughkeepsie ball club going to get themselves as many opportunities on the offensive end as possible.
Swinging around, Locerdo gives off. Gets it back from Themelis. Locerdo 3, got it.
Very confident right there, bro, Locerdo. He kind of sized up his man, looked him in the eyes and said, I'm going to give you this from downtown.
Cross court is now intercepted in the paint. Indians try to go the other way, but then it's taken right back by Goins.
Way to be aware.
And the layup is good there by Reeves.
Nice little switcheroo in the air by Reeves, going from right to left. Very impressive acrobatic move in the finish.
Tramel Reeves with 4. 8-7 for the Pioneers. Nice spin move. And good by Santella.
So lefty again. He got the defender on his hip. Was able to finish it right at the rim.
9-8 Manhasset. Inside. Blocked underneath as Pearson tried to get it and knocked away, and the Indians come out with it. Three-pointer. Good. Stando got for 3, so it's 12-8. Cross-court pass. Carter gives off. Shot's no good by Goins, and put in there by Thomas.
See what kind of day Thomas has as he just found himself right there in nice part of
the Mellis. They didn't know whether to go off glass or put it in. You see that a lot of times.
He saw a couple blue defenders right there. Probably made him hesitate. Oh my goodness!
Wow. Pearson gets the dish from Carter.
A two-handed slam right off vert. Very impressive.
Three-pointer. Back iron. Tipped around. Thomas with the rebound. Shot off the mark by Perfetto. Thomas just drives it, misses it, hits the rim.
Right idea, going coast to coast, just couldn't get to go.
The Mellis dishes, and the layup is good by Mestando.
Pioneers off to a really good start on the breaks, getting a bunch of defensive stops and running.
Thomas off the mark with the three-pointer, knocked around as Locurdo comes out with it.
As you see,
Good defense by Carter as he knocks the ball away from Perfetto.
But once again, credit to the Pioneers getting stops on defense and out on the break. As you see, a lot of their points right now coming from the fast break opportunities.
Evenly played game so far. It's a 14-12 lead for Manhasset. There's the inbound. Three-pointer on the way is off the mark there by Crowell, who has checked in. Ahmad Crowell. Goins draws the foul. No basket on the floor. The foul's on the floor. Ahmad Crowell, team's first, and actually the first foul of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've had a pretty clean-cut game so far. Run smoothly. Both teams running the floor.
Three-pointer on the way. Goins rattles out. And Thomas had it. Trying to see what they double dribble.
Yeah, I believe they call it a double, yeah.
Okay. I know it was that or 3 seconds, so I was waiting for it, but it was a double dribble. Manhasset, the ball and the lead.
They're looking very confident right now and in control.
Dump inside, but taken out of there by Goins. Back out, Thomas will take a 3 and make it. Devontre Thomas. He had 15 in the last game against Johnson City. His problem was he fouled out.
Yeah, right there, as you see, Manhasset had that 2-3 look. Great ball movement from going in and out. And they got our man Thomas a wide open bucket.
Well, blocking foul. Santella going to the basket. See who they call it on. Tremel Reeves is first. Not a shooting foul. Inside, good inbound play. Can't make it as Locurdo couldn't put it in. There's the drive and the lay in there by Crowell.
Nice take for the sophomore as he just checked in.
Shot is no good there by Pearson, and Crowell comes out with it. Ooh, almost stolen there by Carter. He had a read on the pass, but it was a little behind the Mellis, which helped.
Yeah, I think he wanted that one, but way to play it safe. He still got it set up here in the 5-on-5 half court.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, way off the mark. Offensive rebound, and Thomas comes out with it as Locurdo had the initial rebound, but could not be put in there by Perfetto. There's the drive. Shot's no good by Reeves. Up ahead. Perfetto had to corral it first. Three-pointer on the way by Thamalis off the mark. And it comes out to Thomas. Under a minute to go here in the first. 16-15 Manhasset. Nice flowing game so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, Manhasset's still doing a great job out of this zone, getting the defensive rebound and getting on the fast break, trying to find easy looks, easy opportunities for themselves. As you see, an and one.
Thomas missed the three-pointer. Goins is right there to put in the layup and get the foul.
See if we can complete the three-point play here at the charity stripe.
Crowell picked up the foul. So Niall Goins will shoot to see if he can finish off the three-point play here. First foul shot of the game tonight. Yeah. Missed it. And a rebound by Joe Locardo. 4-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Drive. Oh, nice fake. Put up and in there by Santella. Thomas Santella has 6. Yes. Shot clock's off.
Santella, one of the more versatile scorers for this ball club. He's averaging 11.6 points per game on the season, showing his versatility right there in the up and under.
3 seconds to go. Thomas is going to have to put it up. And that's the end of the first quarter. A very entertaining first quarter, might I add. The score at the end of the first quarter is Manhasset 18, Poughkeepsie 17. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the NFHS Network. Two fouls only.
Right, only one.
Three
time.
fouls.
3 fouls, only
okay.
2.
All right, stand by. Well, very entertaining first quarter, Nate. Both teams executed on offense nicely, and lack of fouls, and it's been a smooth first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say Manhasset playing great 2-3 defense, giving themselves tons of opportunities off the defensive rebounding, getting on the fast break, and then on the Poughkeepsie side of things, giving themselves second and third chance opportunities with tons of offensive rebounding.
Leading scorers at each quarter is Devontae Thomas with 5 for Poughkeepsie, and Thomas Santella had 6 for Manhasset, as the Indians will start it off with the ball here in the second quarter. Camellis has to give off to Perfetto. Perfetto gives off to Crowell. Almost an errant pass. Good hands there by Carter. He knocks it out. It will stay with Manhasset.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie thought that actually tipped off of Santella's hand tips, but it's going to stay right here. The Pioneers. Excuse me, with the Indians.
Inbound to Thamalis. Getting it was Santella. Was a body on the floor. Santella misses, and a rebound for the Pioneers. Thomas gives off to Carter. Got it. Jameek Carter has his first 3 points. 2018 for the Pioneers. Well, attacks the basket, draws the foul.
Yeah, he's had a couple of looks early coming from that left wing, crossing over to the right side of the basket. He's pretty lengthy. It's good to see him out here. He's only a sophomore. See if he can get, some more experience under his belt with this game, and we'll see to come.
Records himself by going to the line. Good on the first. And 2 out of 2. Tied at 20. Thomas gives off to Campbell. Back to Thomas. Gives off underneath. Shot is blocked. And Crowell comes out with it for Manhasset. Up ahead. Locardo travels.
It's a tough one, if you ask me. I don't know if Locardo actually had full possession.
I was thinking that myself. Did he really have possession? You sort
yeah,
of
it looked
like
like he kind of bobbled
it
it when he caught it. I would have said that was clean, but I am not wearing a black and white shirt, striped shirt, so.
And they're the only ones that matter.
Right.
So Poughkeepsie will take it. Tied at 20. Campbell, top of the key, gives off Carter. Good. Again.
Back-to-back triples for the senior guard, Jimmy Carter. Looking confident right now in this second period.
Crowell gives off. Hesitation jumper there.
I think Carter got a piece of that. It bounced back into Locardo's hands. He had to throw it up.
Yeah, Locardo sort of stopped in the middle of that. And getting the basket is Trammell Reeves. And we have a timeout with 5:51 to go here in the second quarter. 25-24 Poughkeepsie. Manhasset calls timeout. And pretty much Poughkeepsie's shooting well here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'd say that looked a little bit like a bully ball bucket right there by Reeves. He was able to get into the middle of that zone and just lay it right up. Nobody was able to really hold on to him, but credit Jimmy Carter for banging back-to-back threes to start this period. He's looking good. Got his shot off going well here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say Poughkeepsie, that's their third three-pointer. If Carter's going to hit three-pointers, then Manhasset's going to be in a little trouble because then they can start going inside when they got to guard the three-point shot.
Exactly. Manhasset's running that zone, and that's when it can get dangerous when you're running a zone. You give up threes, but you don't want the opposing team to make them. So
the old zone busters.
Right, exactly.
As I mentioned before, the winner of this game will take on a very impressive Mendon team. That'll be tomorrow night at 7.
Yeah, Mendon. Credit them and their win earlier, and the senior Daniel Cook putting up 40-plus today in the game.
Glenn, who's sitting right next to me, who called the last game. Yeah, that Daniel Cook guy was pretty good, huh? He gives me a thumbs up. Yeah. Manhasset has the ball out of the timeout. Three-pointer on the way by Perfetto. Off the mark. Crowell gets the board back to Perfetto. Swinging around again. In hesitation in the air, rattles out for Locardo. And the Pioneers come out with it. Carter up ahead to Goins. Goins will take the three. Missed it. Crowell with the rebound. And he'll get it out to Melis. Blocked underneath.
Looked like that might have been a double block.
Reeves had the big rejection. Coming off. Rattled out there. That was Campbell with the three-pointer opportunity there. It looked like he was going to go in. It just rattled out of there. And putting it up is Santella. Looks like Manhasset needed that one. It could have actually been, a 5-point swing there.
I was going to say Poughkeepsie's taking control of the second quarter. It looks like they've been in demand most of this time here, starting the second period. But great answer right there by Santella.
Shot off the mark for Reeves. And Crowell with the rebound. Up ahead. Off the glass. And good for Santella. He has 10.
Yeah, he looks to continue to be confident on his drives.
Timeout. Poughkeepsie. So it looks like the first part of that second quarter went Poughkeepsie's way, and now it's starting to swing back to Manhasset here in the second part of the quarter.
Basketball's a game of runs, my friend. As you see, we were just at 25-18 in Manhasset on a 6-0 little run right now of their own.
And it is if I do my quick math here, an 8-6 quarter, for Poughkeepsie here, but they've scored the last 4, Manhasset. So Coach Moffitt wanted to stop the bleeding a little bit, get his team under control, and start playing their kind of basketball.
Rightfully so.
Jimmy Carter has 6 points here in the second quarter, 2 threes. That opened up their outside game here in the second. And Reeves will inbound.
All starters right now have a point for the Pioneers of Poughkeepsie, going to show you how versatile their offense is. They got tons of weapons.
Three-pointer, Thomas, got it.
Looks like they might have drawn something up right there out of that timeout to get Thomas an open look.
His second three-pointer, he has 8. Crowell loses the ball in the lane. It's going to be passed out. And layup's good there by Campbell. So Campbell gets the layup in transition. 6-point lead for the Pioneers. Crowell draws the foul.
Nice move by the young cat. See if he can get himself 2 easy ones at the line.
Goins picks up his first foul. Third team foul, but it's a shooting foul. So Crowell, who's 2 for 2 from the line, will shoot a pair here. Gets the first. Got the second. So Crowell has 6 off the bench, 4 for 4 from the foul line.
Yeah, he's made his stamp so far in this game, coming off the bench, being one of their main contributors.
Goins. Dump inside. Campbell has it in the lane. I think he traveled, yes. So he took that extra step.
Yeah, that was it even got my eye. I thought that was clean, but yeah, he did take that extra one. I'm sure he was looking for a little bit of that shoulder rub, trying to draw the foul, but didn't get it rightfully so.
Mellis off to Crowell. Three-pointer, top of the key, got it.
It's good to see from him, stretching his game out. As most of today's contest, he's taking a lot of drives, trying to get himself to the line, but right there, nice spot up. And then
tipped out, ball's loose, coming out with it is Reeves, so Poughkeepsie regains possession. Back, and a layup is good there by Goins. That was not an easy layup. He had to reach back and get that.
Great ball movement, though, off of the steal back from the Pioneers.
Crowell gives off. Three-pointer on the way. Themelis off the mark. Underneath. Jump ball. Possession. Poughkeepsie.
Definitely got a grudge match down there, I'd say. Both teams battling in the paint when it comes to the rebounding game. Both teams going at each other. Definitely physical and aggressive game here.
2 minutes to go, first half. Pioneers swinging around, but it comes out to Goins. Off the mark. Underneath. Let's see, what do we have? Jump ball. And Coach Moffitt didn't like that. He thought it was a foul. He's got to watch himself over there, too.
Yeah, he's an emotional guy, so I'm sure a couple calls don't go his way. We'll see an outburst or two, but love the emotions. I mean, this is the time of year where you want your coach, your fans, your team to go all out emotionally.
You're looking at the replay, he wanted that foul underneath. Didn't get the call, though. So the Indians have it on the alternate possession. Screen set. Nice move there by Themelis. Well, turnover there as Locurdo was trying to find two players, but threw it in between them.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. One was cutting, one was already on the block, and I don't know if Locurdo knew who he was passing to or if the teammates knew which one was supposed to be receiving the ball. So
the Pioneers have it, and they have a 3-point lead as well. Carter gives off. He tried to dump it in. It's deflected and put in there by Reeves.
I was going to say, I was crediting this Manhasset 2-3 defense, this look they've given so far, this zone look, but Pioneers finding great ways to get inside of the zone in the paint, especially Reeves, having a field day in there.
Give and go. Shot is put in there by Zafiro.
Oh.
Nope, it was stolen and put in there by, I'm trying to, 10 was it?
Yes,
Perfetto.
Perfetto.
Boy, I was looking down for my score sheet, and all of a sudden I see another layup.
Right, writing down someone's score. We already had another person to add right there to the box score.
Travel. So it's going to go back to Manhasset with the shot clock off, and the Indians, believe it or not, have a chance to take the lead before half.
Yeah, giving the Pioneers a couple hesitant possessions right there, coming up with some weird mistakes here late in the first half.
So 20 seconds to go. I'm sure the Indians will try to play for one shot, or if they get an open look or layup, they'll take it. 10 seconds to go. Cut inside and off the leg of Zafiro.
Yeah, tried to get a nice little play going right there in the motion. Couldn't get the pass quite clean enough, but it's going to be Poughkeepsie basketball right here.
So we got 5 seconds to go. Well, he heaves it up. Well, almost puts it in. That was Thomas, and that will end the first half. So it's Poughkeepsie 34, Manhasset 33. Your thoughts on the first half so far?
A dogfight, none to say the least. Poughkeepsie was able to find some areas within the zone that Manhasset was putting on, got themselves some second chance, third chance looks and easy buckets. And then on the Manhasset side offensively, just getting stops through that zone and find themselves fast breaks buckets, easy things to do outside of a half-court motion.
All right, so we've had an entertaining first half with the score Poughkeepsie 34, Manhasset 33. We'll take a timeout and be back at the start of the second half. You're watching the NHS Network.
I feel like the city has my back. And chocolate milk does too. It has protein, carbohydrates, and it tastes great. Everything that I need to recover. Setting the tone for the team, that's what I embraced. Hustling, the rebounding, the shot blocking, doing the dirty work. And every time I go out and play, I feel like the city has my back. And chocolate milk does too. It has protein, carbohydrates, and it tastes great. Everything that I need to recover after a hard workout.
Texter, I guess. You can text her. Yeah, you have. Yeah, 1 minute left on the clock. We'll come back.
Bless you.
There you go.
Thank you, ladies. CBS Men's Cups is the largest high school sports website and statistical management program in America. The association's partnership with CBS Men's Cups now ensures that athletes, teams, and schools on the Empire State have the opportunity to source for high school sports. Our lineup of over 25 hotels waiting to welcome your team. Our hotels provide you and your student athletes with attentive service, gracious hospitality, and outstanding quality. All hallmarks of Holiday Inn. Visit our website at www.hotelsupstateny.com to find a list of our hotels, direct contacts, and more. We look forward to being a part of your team this season. The Governor's Track and Safety Committee would like to thank coaches and student athletes participating in the Coaches Care Contest. Remember to buckle up every trip, every time. Obey the posted speed limit. Put your cell phones away while behind the wheel, and never drive under the influence of alcohol, illicit or illegal drugs, or while drowsy. Traffic safety saves lives. The men and women of Knights School are state correction and law enforcement officers working across the state, but they are much more than that. They are your Little League and Pop Warner coaches. They organize fundraisers for charities, and they raise money to buy toys for underprivileged children. They not only keep your community safe, but also make it a better place to live. That's Knights Football, your neighbors keeping New York safe. Price Chopper, Market 32 are saving you time and money with lower prices on grocery delivery by Instacart. Delivery is only $3.99 per order, or $99 a year for unlimited delivery. Save time for what's really important. Go to market32.com/we deliver for details. Okay, fans, it's time for the Rambo Shuffle. Please direct your attention to the video board, and let's see if you can follow the cue. And there it is, folks. Visit the Rapido table on the concourse. Make sure to stop by our Rapido location today in Rapido. Our sponsors of the state championship. Yes, fans, help please keep the arena clean by taking your garbage to the nearest trash can located outside of the sitting area. We appreciate your thanks. Good cooperation.
All right, we're back here in Binghamton. Dean Perry-Long, Nate Sweetman. And the score is 34-33 Poughkeepsie. Run down some of the leading scorers. For Poughkeepsie, Devontae Thomas and Tremel Reeves each have 8 points. Thomas hit 2 3-pointers, and Reeves had all the dirty work underneath.
Yeah, I was going to say, Reeves was doing his best job to get things going in the paint. Found a lot of easy lays, a couple windows there inside of the paint area. Gave him a couple layups, and then Thomas just looking confident on his 3 balls. He shot in a few, made a couple.
And for Manhasset, Thomas Santel has 10. And Ahmad Crowell has 9, and Crowell's played well off the bench.
Yes, Crowell looking confident, showing us a couple different facets of his game. He goes inside, goes a little outside, he's banging the 3, he's taking to the rack hard. And then another player I'm continuing to watch out for in this second half is Santella, the lefty, number 22. Making a lot of things happen, especially from that elbow area. He likes to get there. That looks to be a sweet spot.
And for Crowell also, if he's going to attack the basket and they're going to foul him, he's 4 for 4 from the line. So if you're going to attack the basket, make your foul shots, and he's done that so far.
Exactly. So we'll see if he can continue to keep that surge going off the bench for this Indians ball club. We're in for a great second half, though.
I said we had a great first half, only 5 total fouls in that first half.
Yeah, both teams didn't really get to the line as much. The refs kind of letting them play. Seeing a lot of field goals made, which is a fun, exciting contest between 2 teams trying to make it to the finals here for Class A.
Winner will take on Mendon tomorrow at 7 o'clock. They looked really good in that first game, as Daniel Cook put up 40.
Yeah, whoever comes out of this matchup is going to have a player to watch out for and lock in on, as he gave him a good performance in that first Class A semifinals matchup.
Poughkeepsie out of Section 1, Manhasset out of Section 8. And show some highlights of that first half. We get ready to start here in the second half. So, find out. I'm trying to remember who gets the ball to start the second half. There weren't that many. There were a couple alternate possessions.
There was.
Yes, in that second quarter.
I think we've got Poughkeepsie basketball.
Yeah, it looks that way because Manhasset's getting ready to play defense. So.
Yep, setting up that zone here. Just a quick fun fact, I think, for the folks at home, Dean, is Jim Brown,
yes,
a legendary athlete, went to Manhasset High School.
Now we're talking not only is great in football, he's great in lacrosse.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. One of his moves used to actually cradle the ball to his face.
Yep.
So players wouldn't smack hit out, and he was able to get a lot of calls off of that as well. But shout out to the legendary Jim Brown and his alma mater.
Probably the greatest running back ever. I know people worry about yards, but his yards per carry and all that. And he retired in his prime. 3-pointer away by Thomas is good, right, to start the second half.
Leaves things off back right where he left them off here in that first half.
Perfetto, he's driving, attacking, but no good. Coming out with the rebound is Goins. Goins tipped and taken out of there by the Indians. Ricardo gets it to Crowell. Nice pump fake there by Perfetto. Gets it over. Shot from the elbow is no good by Locardo. Up ahead. And a reverse layup is good by Reeves. So a nice little run to start the second half for the Pioneers.
Reeves just getting going. What he was doing in that first half inside the paint. Beautiful reverse right there.
Shot's no good. Getting his own board was Santella, but he couldn't put it in. Gets it back. Had an opportunity there, just couldn't put it in. He gets it back on the give and go. Now he puts it in.
Nice give and go by the Indians ball club. Beautiful ball movement. Got the easy layup for Santella.
So he redeems himself a little bit there as they do get the 2 points on the possession. Dump inside and a foul underneath.
Indians stick in that soft little 3-2 zone. They liked what they were doing in that first half with it, and they're going to stick with it.
Santella picks up his first foul of the game. 3-pointer by Thomas again, hits the back iron. Knocked out of bounds. It will go to Manhasset. I was wondering if they're going to call an over the back foul, but they did not.
I think we
Oh,
are
it is.
gonna- Yeah.
All right, so Reeves did pick up an over the back foul there. That's Reeves' second foul. Give off three-pointer on the way by Locurdo. Good.
It's a great setup and feed by Perfetto. Nice crossover to get Locurdo wide open off the dime.
Thomas bullies his way in off the glass.
Such a tough bucket right there.
And give off to Locurdo. Drawing the foul was Perfetto under the basket. Devontae Thomas's first foul. As I mentioned before, he fouled out his last game in the regionals, so only one foul for him, so he's happy about that.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure all the fans are at home happy about that as well, trying to see him and give them 4 full quarters of basketball, trying to propel them to the state champs.
Perfetto misses the first. Gets the second. So 1 out of 2. 2-point game for the Pioneers. Now taking the 3 is Carter. Misses that time, and a nice rebound by Santella.
A little hesitant at first. If he just pulled right away, he might have gotten it.
Crowell underneath to get the layup off the Locurdo miss.
Nice putback by Crowell, continuing to make his mark on this game.
And it rattles in for Goins. Three-pointer, all way off the mark on that, but coming out with the rebound is Locurdo. Crowell can't get the roll, knocked around, and coming out with it is Poughkeepsie, and that's Carter. Carter gets the roll.
Beautiful patience, nice Euro step by Carter, just getting that floater to loft right in.
Dump inside, went back out. Well, he tried to get it out of the paint, and Santella turned it over. Now we got a 2-on-none. And the easy layup for Carter, and a timeout for Manhasset with 4:22 to go here in the third. It's 47-41 for Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, as both teams were battling back and forth. Lead kept changing back and forth, but Poughkeepsie on a little bit of a run here, opening that deficit to 6 points.
And it looks like on that last play, it was just getting open in transition there.
Right.
So in this third quarter, Devontae Thomas has 5 points, so he leads the way for the Pioneers with 13 now. And Thomas Santella has 12 for Manhasset, and Ahmed Crowell has 11 leading scorers for the Indians.
Also give it to Goins and Reeves on the Pioneer side, both with 10. A few players on the Poughkeepsie side in double figures now. It's going to be a key to them.
Yeah, Reeves has 10. And yeah, Carter has 10 as well. So the Indians will inbound. Crowell gives off. Santella, well, he tried to back pass it. Carter takes it away, though. Up ahead, Thomas puts it in.
Now you see this Pioneers defense ramping it up a little bit, getting multiple steals and multiple possessions in a row, leading to easy buckets.
Crowell misses the 3. Well, 2 players are going to go after. Nobody got it for Poughkeepsie. And putting it in was Locurdo. That was a big mistake by the Pioneers there.
Big mistake leading to a tough bucket by Locurdo. Way to get it rattled into the basket.
That was sort of like, you take it, no, you take it. And then Manhasset, Locurdo says, oh, I'll take it.
Right. simple mistake that's something that you can't let go in a ball game like this.
Thomas misses, and a rebound. Santel up ahead to Perfetto, 2-on-1. And he waited for Thomas to get there, and it cost him. Yeah, once you get it, you got to put it right up. Tipped, and it stays with the Pioneers. Yeah, especially with taller players, once you get that ball in there, you got to put it straight up, or they're going to react too fast.
Exactly. You got to put the ball straight up. You don't want to play around with it, because then that's when you get the defense back into motion, back into play, and things could get even worse for you there.
The inbound to Reeves. Carter, top of the key. Oh man, Thomas got it.
Looking confident as can be.
18 for Thomas. 9-point lead for the Pioneers. Crowell gives it back out to Locurdo, back to Crowell. He's going to drive, give off. He'll swing it around for three. Off the mark. Missed by Mastrando. He'll take it again. He's going to give to the far side. Cross-court pass to Crowell. Missed. He got the roll.
Couldn't really tell, and I know we're up above. Couldn't really tell from that angle. Thought it was bouncing out, but that thing dropped right back into the basket.
Jumped the gun on that. But it wasn't missed until it went in.
It happens, my friend.
Yes, it does. The shooter's roll, as they say.
Yep.
Carter gives off. Thomas missed. Offensive rebound. And missing was Reeves underneath. Up ahead to Perfetto. Oh, nice hesitation and puts it in.
Yeah, great patience by the senior point guard, Perfetto.
4-point game now. So 5 straight. Oh, nice cross-court pass there to Goins. Gets it blocked. Crowell comes out with it. 2-on-none. And travel. Oh, boy, that is a big mistake there.
Yeah, I figured if they were going to call that one that they called in the first half, they were definitely not going to miss that one right there.
I mean, that was an easy deuce coming up for Locurdo, and he just never dribbled the ball.
Sometimes you get like that. I feel like in this atmosphere, this kind of ball game, guys are out there, they're giddy, they're a little,
And plus, you could salivate seeing the basket all by yourself,
right.
Too. Campbell trying to do something there. Well, he's just going to give it to Thomas, but he travels. Probably the first mistake he's made of this third quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's had an untouchable third period so far. Got a lot of travels here called today,
yeah.
though. Definitely some guys a little antsy, like we were saying before. This is a big game, so guys are on their toes with everything.
We approach 1 minute to go here in the third. Nice cut. And the layup is good by John Mastando. Over to Small. Small's checked in. 3-pointer on the way. Campbell, good. So Jamar Campbell has 5 now. And we'll see. Poughkeepsie calls timeout. That's their second timeout. And they lead 55-50. So the 3-ball, they've had 3 3-pointers here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're looking confident. Definitely getting Thomas going. That's their key shooter. They're going to continue to get him open looks, and he just looks confident every time he's releasing that basketball. So I'm sure he'll put a couple more in before this ball game is up.
As I said, he has 10 points in the quarter, and good news for him, unlike Sunday, only 1 foul instead of 5.
Right, it looks like he'll at least be able to move on to the next quarter, so
yes.
give us a full game of ball.
And for Manhasset, Crowell has 14 to lead the way for the Indians, and he's had a solid game so far.
doing a little bit of everything.
Yep.
He's getting to the line. He's getting to the paint, getting nice layups, and he's also made a couple threes for us actually tonight. Yes, he had one in the first half, and he's just drained his second one, that teardrop, that one that we thought missed.
Yeah, that's right, the shooter's roll.
Exactly.
So the Indians inbound. We have 1 second, well, virtually identical. Maybe a split second, that's about it. So they can pretty much play for the last shot of the quarter.
Looks like that's what they're going to do here. They're going to waste as much time. They want this final shot here.
And you don't want to give Poughkeepsie another chance here either.
Looking to make it a one-possession game, though, here heading into the fourth period.
10 seconds. Three-pointer. Good by Themelis. Right at the end of the third quarter. So we reach the end of three with the score. Poughkeepsie 55, Manhasset 53. We should be in for a dandy fourth quarter. You're watching the NFHS Network.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Back here in Binghamton. Dean Perry with Nate Sweetman. Great third quarter, 21-20 quarter for Poughkeepsie. A lot of scoring and a lot of good action.
Yeah, it seems like neither one of these teams want to back down here. Of course, we are in the semifinals of the state championship, so clearly both these teams want it. They want to move on, support their city, support their hometown, support their school, but we are definitely in for a final 8 minutes here in this last semifinals of the Class A state champs.
And Devontre Thomas leads all scorers with 18 points. He's with the Pioneers of Poughkeepsie, and Ahmad Crowell has 14 for the Indians in Manhasset as they have the first possession to start the fourth quarter. So they get the ball coming out of the third and into the fourth.
We'll see if they can make things happen, get themselves on another run here. Try and take this lead back.
Crowell gives off. Shot from Santella is good. And we're tied. Campbell thought about a three, didn't take it though. That time he does. Goes in.
Got it to rattle. He's got a couple ones here in this second half.
Yes, he does. Open three. Oh, it gets blocked by Thomas as Zafiro had a chance there, but it just got blocked. And drawing the foul was John Mastando.
Yeah, nice strong take by Mastando. Creating contact, using his body.
Jamel Reeves picks up his third foul, team's third. Makes the first.
Number 3, Joseph Locurdo.
Gets the second.
And Lieutenant Lewis Perfetto.
So it's a 1-point game for Poughkeepsie. About a minute in the fourth, into the fourth.
It's the Manhasset is still in the soft 3-2 zone.
Three-pointer, Thomas missed. Crowell had it. He stepped on the line, so it will stay with Poughkeepsie.
Thomas is going to continue to hoist those things up as long as he gets clean looks.
Here's the inbound. Thomas tries to get it inside. Knocked around. Reeves had it. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Pioneers.
Both teams going at each other right there in the paint, as you can see. Pioneers not trying to let down, but neither are the Indians. Getting a couple loose balls, smacking it around out there. It's going to stay in the baseline, though, Poughkeepsie.
Campbell dumps inside to Thomas. Boy, moves everybody around there. Carter gives back to Thomas. Got it.
Boy, does he have ice in his veins.
Three-pointer for him, and it's a 4-point lead for Poughkeepsie. Missing the layup was the Mellis. Boy, that's a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, that was a very clean look. Probably about the cleanest look he's going to get all day.
Taking a three is Campbell. Missed it. Knocked around. Thomas gives off. Carter missed it. Santella, oh boy. Actually, that's a good foul. It would have been a break the other way.
Yeah, that would have been an easy layup right there for Perfetto had they not called the over the back on Reeves. Reeves and the Pioneers kind of got a break right there.
Team-wise, it was a good foul. For Reeves, it's his fourth.
Yeah, something we're going to have to watch and manage these last 6 minutes here, just under 6 minutes.
Oh, he stepped on the line. And Mellis, not a good fourth quarter for him.
Couple of early mistakes after hitting that sniper of a three to end the third period. Hopefully he bounces back here, get this team back into some type of contention.
Jimmy Carter gets the inbound. Timeout, Poughkeepsie. 5:42 to go here in the fourth. It's 61-57 for Poughkeepsie. And so far for the Pioneers, 2 3-pointers, one by Campbell, one by Thomas, and that's been the formula so far, especially Thomas, who has 21 in this game.
Yeah, he's got 21 in this game, and to include 5 threes. I've got him for 5 triples right now. And once again, just looking super confident behind the arc. Clearly, you can tell his game works from the outside in. The Pioneers are going to do everything they can to continue getting him open looks, as well as Campbell. Campbell, who's come out confident here off the bench, hit a couple threes himself.
And I guess for Manhasset, maybe they try to get Crowell going here in the fourth. He's been a big weapon for them.
I'd say getting Crowell going and even finding Santella around that elbow mid-range area, he seems to have been getting a lot of playmaking and a lot of scoring from that area.
Santella has 14 as well as Crowell, so they've been the leading scorers for the Indians. This is the second half of the Class A semifinal. Mendon won their game earlier, so the winner of this game will take on them tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And we're just going to wait on the 2 AA games later tonight.
Yeah, we still got some more basketball to be played. I love this weekend. I love March. It's the time of basketball.
Yes, it is. We'll even get the NCAA tourney bids tomorrow.
Yes, we're finishing up our championship week.
Yes, 2 games here tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Sunday. Sunday for bids.
Yep.
And the final 2 games. Thomas gives up the dribble, 3-pointer on the way. Campbell way off the mark. And Indians come out with it as Campbell almost stole it. Crowell back in. Locurdo missed it, hesitated, gets knocked over to Perfetto. Good interior passing. Santella loses it underneath. Carter gives off to Campbell, missed it. Crowell saves it, but it goes right over to Pearson, who puts it in.
Way to stick with it for Pearson and the Pioneers. As Campbell left that one just a little short with the right hand, but Pioneers were able to pick up the slack.
Crowell gives off. And it will stay with Manhasset as Perfetto gets it knocked away. So Goins is in for Reeves. Santella gives off. Locurdo now thought about it, for he didn't take it. Crowell gives off. 3-pointer on the way. Locurdo airballs it, but since Poughkeepsie has an advantage, they didn't blow the play dead. They might not have possession anyway. Points tipped.
Oh.
And, well, actually,
That
it hit
was-
the rim.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was bouncing into the basket.
And we will have a jump ball. The Pioneers are pointing their way. And that's who gets it. Exactly 4 minutes to go here in the fourth, as Poughkeepsie's up 6. This officials are discussing something. Okay, looks like we're ready for play now. Nope. All right, Poughkeepsie calls timeout, so they call. I think they only have, what, 2 left now.
Coach Moffitt must have saw something right there on that dead ball that he wanted to get another look at. And as you can see, we've got Reeves checking back in.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, he put Reeves back in there. And he has 4 fouls, so he has to watch himself, especially on defense.
Yeah, but possibly Coach Moffitt might be drawing a play here where he needs Reeves to be an integral part of.
And Manhasset has 4 timeouts left. Foul situation, 4 fouls for Poughkeepsie, 1 for Manhasset. As we mentioned earlier, lack of fouls in this game. Not that we're complaining about that.
Right. It keeps the game moving. It's very flowing. But overall, just great competition despite fouls, no fouls, whatever the case may be. We've got 2 teams going at it, putting the ball in the basket, which is, of course, as fun as a spectator watching lots of field goals. I love watching basketball games.
Said the AA will be coming up at 5 o'clock, scheduled at 5 o'clock. Niagara Falls and West Genesee. And the nightcap will be Kingston and Brentwood. Scheduled start time is 6:45. Of course, with the games running over, the start time's not set in stone, let's put it that way.
Right, we're never going to have you guys starting to watch any time earlier than the set time, but maybe a couple minutes later.
That's right. They don't start earlier than they're supposed to.
Yeah, just bear with us, but we got tons of great hoops today. You guys will enjoy.
Here's the lob. And the lay-in by Pearson.
Thought Pearson almost put that one down with authority. He got up there.
You're right with Coach Moffitt. Out of bounds play right there.
He must have drew up something really good right there.
That's danger time now for Manhasset.
Oh, I like this look right now by Poughkeepsie coming out, stretching out this 3-2 zone, extending it deep.
Swarming defense right now. He's swinging around. 3-pointer off the mark. Crowell with the rebound. As Perfetto missed it. Santella trying to get off the dribble there and missed it. That's a big miss. So really, Poughkeepsie can really hammer this game down here with a basket.
You might see Poughkeepsie take their sweet time here on offense, trying to waste as much clock as possible, keeping it on their side, making sure that Manhasset has no shot whatsoever at this game.
Low post move, travel, shuffle, yep, on Reeves. He disagrees, but they called the travel. It looked like he did shuffle his feet.
Yeah, he definitely did shuffle him down there on the up and under move. The right idea, just got his feet moving a little too much.
All right, so full timeout for Manhasset as they trail by 8 with 2:48 to go. So if you're Manhasset right now, I think the problem right now in the fourth quarter is you're not making any shots.
Right, and I was going to say, as you see that defensive look that Poughkeepsie put out their last possession, they're doing their best to make sure Manhasset doesn't even get a shot off in their clock. Manhasset probably wants to do their best to advance the ball, get quick, easy looks, but Poughkeepsie doing a great job of wasting as much clock on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I thought that last possession was good for them in terms of, the clocker's their friend right now.
Right, and they actually, I believe, Manhasset took a 3 right at the shot clock buzzer a couple possessions back. So as you can see, Poughkeepsie starting to step up that defense, extending it out there and trying to waste clock on both ends.
So Poughkeepsie trying to go to 24-3 and advance to the final tomorrow night. 7 o'clock against Mendon in the Class A final. The 2B games earlier.
Yeah, it looks like we have a matchup already set in stone tomorrow. The championship of the Class Bs, Glens Falls and Lowville.
Yep, Glensville and Lowville. Yep.
It's going to be a fun matchup as well, as we saw the Macaulay twins pull out the win for Lowville. And then, of course, we know of Joe Girard III in Glens Falls, Mr. New York State himself.
Manhasset, oh, big miss there by Perfetto. So that was a big miss and lost opportunity there for the Indians. Chance to go up 10 here. Campbell thought about it. Goines lays it in.
Very confident take right there by Goines. Nice crossover, faked out the defense, and gave himself an easy lay at the rim.
And a layup on the other end by Santella.
The lefty's been good so far.
Up ahead, Campbell puts it in. Under 2 minutes to go, and it's a 10-point lead for the Pioneers. Well, one thing you got to look at this wide open backdoor play to Perfetto, and now a timeout for Manhasset. 69-61 for Poughkeepsie. I was going to mention before the layup was, one of the few times lack of fouls will hurt Manhasset, because now they have to foul, 6 more times to get them in the penalty.
Right, it almost seems like they have to foul twice as much in that much less of time. But if they get a couple more shots here, maybe get back into some type of full court press, getting the Pioneers on their heels, they may be able to get a couple more steals and a couple of other possessions.
Of course, in the NBA, under 2 minutes you foul, you go right to the, just below the penalty, even if you had like one foul. But they don't do that in high school or college. So.
No, they are not blessed, to say the least, in that juncture. But they're going to have to get some hit some quick shots and get some quick fouls. They need the time on their side.
I don't know. We'll see if Coach Bruns gets press him a little bit at least, or put pressure on the ball and see if he can force some turnovers.
Right. We'll see if they can move that soft 3-2 zone we saw them playing the entire game in the half court. See if they can move it up full court, keeping Pioneers on this side. Maybe get a 10-second call, perhaps. But right now, the Indians want to do everything they can to not let any time get off the clock and get that ball back.
So Niall Goines will inbound. He has 10 points. A lot of balanced scoring here for Poughkeepsie. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Thomas.
And there it is. The Indians didn't even have to really make much of that. Thomas kind of made that mistake on his own.
And not much time came off the clock either.
No.
Well, Manhasset's going to have to call timeout as they couldn't inbound it. And they're going to have one timeout left. That's the other thing you have to look at now.
Right. They don't have all the time in the world on their hands, and now they're running out of timeouts. So they have to try and continue getting steals. They got lucky right there. Thomas luckily just stepped on the line, handed them the ball right back, and they barely shed 2 seconds off the clock. So, maybe a couple more miracle possessions like that defensively, and they can get right back into this.
Yeah, and obviously Manhasset, we were talking about, they haven't hit a 3 here in the fourth. Their outside shooting has been kind of cold.
Credit to the Pioneers, just extending that defense, not really letting them shoot any outside shots, let alone any shots in general.
Winner takes on Mendon. That'll be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Impressive win by them. They're out of Section 5. Poughkeepsie out of Section 1. Manhasset out of Section 8 out on Long Island, Nassau County.
What would you say today? We've got a pretty even crowd when it comes to the fans here today.
I think
half
so.
Manhasset, half Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, I think so. They're both pretty, decent hikes.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. You can see the Poughkeepsie crowd on the other side.
Yeah, I see a lot of navy blue shirts, and then I see a few bright orange shirts just standing out in the crowd. I think we've got a nice little even crowd here.
Yep. Crowell has to get it in bounds. Boy, that was close. Santella gets it, though. And drawing the foul underneath was Perfetto.
And that's what they need right there. Stop clock. They only got 5 seconds off the clock there in that possession. And now we've got Perfetto heading to the line.
That was almost a 5-second call. They almost didn't get that ball in.
Yeah, very close.
Perfetto's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. today. Makes it. Needed that roll there. They need every point right now. Gets the second. Well, almost goal in there. It goes off the hand of Perfetto. So we have a 6-point game with 1:39 to go. Poughkeepsie to inbound. They have 2 timeouts left. Campbell gets it. Gets double team. Now we have a 2-on-1 the other way. Up ahead to Pearson. Draws the foul.
Great awareness right there by Thomas, just advancing the ball up. Might as well try and get quick buckets if you're the Pioneers. Keep trying to extend the lead as much as you can.
Yep. Especially a 2-on-1 and somebody cutting to the basket. You got to make that play.
Right.
Pearson has not been to the foul line today. So Jaquan Pearson trying to extend the lead back to 8. Missed the first. Fourth quarter free throws are so important. Missed the second, but Thomas comes out with the rebound, and that's a critical rebound. And now they foul Carter.
You might see a little bit of the foul game here these next 30 seconds or so, as the Indians got to try and play catch up now to the foul game.
Yep, the Mellis' first foul, team's third, so they got to foul 4 more times to get him in the penalty. Unless, of course, they force a turnover here, which we saw earlier. There's a triple team there, but now they call the foul again. So Perfetto picks up the foul. It's his first, team's fourth. So we have to foul 3 more times to get them in a penalty. Devontre Thomas to inbound. And they'll lob it into Carter. And there's a foul this time by Santella.
As we see Coach Bruns of Manhasset just threw in number 24, Zafiro. Probably getting an extra body in there to help take care of some of these fouls, playing this foul game. Doesn't want to get too many of his important role players out of the ball game.
Yeah, he's got to make sure star players don't foul out or get too many fouls. The official is going to give Thomas the ball, but there's some jostling going on. And they do inbound to Campbell. No, I'm sorry, that was Goins. And there's the 6th foul. For Mellis. His second. So the next one, Poughkeepsie will be in the bonus. There's the inbound, and there's the foul on Carter. Mellis, his third. So now 1-and-1 for Carter, who has not been to the line today. So Jameek Carter has 10 points, trying to make it 12. It's a 1-and-1. Makes the first. A lot of times, who you foul.
Exactly.
And Pearson just missed 2 before that. So he probably wasn't even in the game, I guess. Let's see. I don't know if he's down below. He might be down below. Unless they just subbed him in now. Yeah, he's in. Makes the second. So 2 for 2, and it's an 8-point game. Santella gets double team, gets it out to Crowell, loses. Well, he gets fouled on the drive. We'll see if Crowell's okay. Thought he might have been favoring his left ankle there.
Yeah, and that was a foul. I know Carter thought he didn't get that reach right there, but that was blatantly a foul as he swiped across in under Crowell's hand.
So the team's 6, so the next foul, Manhasset will be in the bonus.
They're going to be aggressive here, though.
Three-pointer by Mastando rattles out. And a rebound for Pearson. 1 minute to go. Campbell has it, and he gets fouled by Locerto. And the Poughkeepsie fans can smell a win. Campbell has not been to the line today.
He's put in really productive minutes tonight. He's got 10 points right now before this 1-on-1 here at the charity stripe.
Makes the first.
A lot of quality minutes for the guard off the bench.
Yeah, a lot of balanced scoring tonight for Poughkeepsie. I'll run down the totals at the end quickly if I can.
I've got at least 5 in double figures.
I think you might be right. He misses the second. Crowell gets it off. He was almost fouled there. That would have been a bad foul. And off the hand of Mastando, and that might do it. 9-point game with 50 seconds to go, and the Poughkeepsie fans are on their feet.
Yeah, I can see a lot of navy blue wearing sweaters jumping up and down in the stands right now as Poughkeepsie tries to bring this one home with 50 seconds left.
But they will have a tough assignment tomorrow night. Thomas up ahead. Pearson has it and gets the slam. And he has 10 points now.
There it is. Got a whole starting lineup plus a 6-man in double figures.
Three-pointer off the mark there by Santella. Out of bounds, it will go to Poughkeepsie. And they lead by 11 with 32 seconds to go. We'll see if Coach Bruns calls off the dogs here. Campbell into the forecourt. Looks like he will. Thomas with a thunderous bounce there.
I got Thomas as the leading scorer for this Pioneers ball club at 21.
21, yep.
1 of 6 on the team in double figures.
I'm going to run this down at the end of the quarter. So it looks like the final score will be Poughkeepsie 74 and Manhasset 63. So a great fourth quarter for the Pioneers as they outscore Manhasset 19-10 in the fourth. Jameek Carter finished with 12. Tramel Reeves 10. Jamar Campbell had Jamar Campbell had 11. Jaquan Pearson had 10. Niall Goins had 10, and Devontre Thomas had 21. For Manhasset, Joe Locerto had 8. Chris Themelis had 3. Louis Perfetto had 11. Thomas Santella had 16. Cole Zafiro had 2. John Mastano at 9, and Ahmad Crowell at 14. So you're right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players for Poughkeepsie in double figures. So that's tough to guard.
Yeah, I was going to say just a couple notes that we had before the game. We knew they had a few key contributors, a bunch of versatile scorers, but it clearly showed today on the box score that 6 guys in double figures put them on to advance to the state championship game against Mendon.
And that should be a good one tomorrow. Obviously, priority number 1 will be to try to stop Daniel Cook.
As it seemed like he had a field day today. I think he's today's leading scorer. It's funny saying that when you're saying Joe Girard III's name in the same sentence.
That's right. All right, we'll tune into the awards now.
Direct your attention to the center court. Section 1, Christian Hodge, representative. Section 8, Wally Beckman. And Second Vice President Russell Bartlett will present the awards through a partnership with American Derby Association Northeast. The Athletic Association recognizes one student athlete from each team for a special sportsmanship award. The following players have been selected for consistently showing the positive sportsmanship traits that we expect from our student athletes. From Manhasset, the sportsmanship award goes to Joe Locerto. And the winner for Poughkeepsie, the sportsmanship award is Jameek Jackson. And this time I'd like to present the Basketball Coaches Association Class A All-Tournament Selection Award from Manhasset. That award goes to Thomas Santella. We'd like to congratulate Manhasset on a tremendous season, all they achieved throughout the year, reaching the state semifinals, receiving the semifinalist plaque and team certificates. Is their coach, Mr. George Bruns. Congratulations once again to Manhasset, an outstanding season. Good luck to Poughkeepsie who advances to tomorrow's championship game. Tickets are available online at GoFan.co/NYSPHSAA. Thank you for attending this afternoon's game. The Class AA semifinals coming up next, featuring Niagara Falls and West Genesee.
So Niagara Falls and West Genesee's next. You've been watching the NFHS Network.